attendant wounded.
First ever circumnavigation of the Arctic in one season, and also the first to do both the Northeast and Northwest Passage in one season. My name is Borge Ausland. I'm from Oslo, Norway, 48 years old.
My name is Torleif Torleifsson. I'm from Norway, Oslo, 55 years old. It started with Marco Polo because the attractiveness of China in the Far East. So it's actually been a dream for a long, long time to do this voyage. It's quite easy. But it didn't turn out to be that easy because of the heavy ice conditions that used to be there in these 500 years until now.
In 2007, we saw that the ice was retreating so much that both of the passages was open at the same time and that it was possible to do this trip. And what we wanted to do was to be a visual example that the ice is retreating as an addition to what the scientists are showing with their reports and numbers.
Ice is dangerous because there are blocks big like cars. We had moments when we were sailing in fog, and just sailing through the ice is like sailing in a maze that is changing the whole time. So finding that way, knowing that we cannot hit any ice because our boat was very fragile.
It's a bumpy ride, tough for the boat, tough for the crew.
No, we can't make it. We're stuck here.
We had brought with us through the whole Northeast Passage a Russian called Stanislav Kostyashin.
This year is the worst ice condition for navigation.
And from Barrow in Alaska, we had the French guy with us, Vincent Couillard.
It's exciting to be here. Let's go.
So we had a good crew the whole way home. We did 6-hour watches. One of the guys was steering and one was looking ahead to see the ice in time to maneuver.
Not only the ice in the passages, but also the stormy weather in the North Atlantic can be quite serious.
We faced gales, 10 or 12 tough ones. We tried to get a clear picture of the prevailing winds. We had the Inmarsat satellite communication system and also the Iridium satellite system as backup. We could also download grid files showing us the weather, how it will develop the next 48, 72 hours. Along this coast, the most favorable winds will be here.
And with this satellite technology, we could also send high-resolution images and also video, which we posted together with text and voice messages on YouTube, on Flickr, on Facebook, on our own webpage, of course. And then we had a special little tracker that we could push on so that people could follow the expedition on Google Maps.
One of the people following us had a comment that watching your blog every day is like looking on the Indiana Jones movie. You see everything behind you falling apart. So this became a kind of huge family. Everybody was following us. We didn't feel alone.
This is probably one of the most important expeditions we've done because we were able to share it with a larger audience. The topic of climate changes is very important, and to get this message out to the world that it's happening. The ice is retreating big time, and it's quite a dramatic story out there.
Sailing day after day in an ocean with no seabirds, no whales, nothing, like being in a desert. That was kind of sadness, realizing that something is really dramatically changed and we don't know where this will end.
Less ice in the Arctic will mean less animal life, less areas for the animals to live and to thrive. When the ice is changing in a short time span, the animals that live up there, they will not be able to adapt. We want to share with the audience, with other people, what we are doing and why we're doing it, and to have the tools of technology to help us to do that on the way is a quite important part of the expedition. People have seen scientific reports, but if you say that 1 million square kilometers of ice is disappearing, What does that number mean? It doesn't mean anything to the guy in the street.
We just see the reception so far. People want to hear more. And I think there are enough facts.
Someone has to go out there and tell the stories, tell people what's happening. We're those guys.